My goal this year is to flip my first property. So I read the book Flipping for Dummies so it can help me understand everything that I need to know. Hi everyone, if you are new here, my name is Shayla Fight. I'm a real estate agent and a future developer. So I know everyone does not have time to be able to read the book. Don't worry, because I read the book, I am now going to break this down not only for myself, but if you would like to follow along, I would love for you to follow along. I'm going to make this a series because I'm going to break it down in small increments so that way I can use this as a step-by-step process to track my progression. This is my first flip that I'm going to do for 2026. And I want to be able to look back when I'm on my 10th flip and say, oh my gosh, I started with just one. But it's important that I go over all of the steps that the book taught me so I can keep track of my success. I will tell you, this is going to be a challenge. I've never flipped a house before, but being a real estate agent has shown me that I can go through the process. I help clients go through the process so I can do this too. One of the main things the book teaches you in the beginning is that you need to find your niche. What that means is you need to understand if you're going to go after foreclosed homes, you're going to go after HUD homes, or are you going to go after FSBO homes? Once you understand what category you are going to go after, this makes the process so much easier. I've already decided my niche, so this puts me ahead of the game to where I'm not trying to sit around and focus on what should I do. I already know exactly what I'm going to do. Now that I've already established my niche, it is time for me to find a fertile neighborhood. The book teaches you that you need to find a neighborhood that has homes that are 20 years of age. Because I have a real estate background, I understand this, but if you don't, let me break this down to you. Older homes typically have a better chance of being distressed. And when you find your distressed property, it makes it a whole lot easier in a neighborhood that has homes that are 20 years of age or older. I am still at the part where I am researching my neighborhood. Because I'm not from the Sarasota and Tampa area and I just moved here in the summertime, I am really bunkering down and doing my homework on each neighborhood. This part is tedious, yes, but it's worth it because I want to know exactly where I want to purchase. I don't want to waste my time, energy, or money. It's important for me to understand exactly where I'm purchasing. So I'm literally breaking neighborhoods down piece by piece until I find everything that I want. I'm not rushing this process. I'm finding joy in the journey of finding my home because I am going to be able to wash, rinse, and repeat this process because I already did all the work in the beginning. Once I do find my property, I am going to partner with my local title company so they can run a title search on the property. This is important because you need to know if the home has any liens on it, if it has multiple deed owners. All of these things are very, very, very important. So when I get to the step of needing that, I'm already prepared and I'm ready to go once the title company tells me that my house is clear to go to purchase. One thing I want to mention that when you are checking with the title company to be able to check the title for the home, you're also going to make sure that this matches your budget. Know your all-in budget before you even get to the title company. I want to make sure that I make that clear. Before you even tell the title company, hey, I have a possible home, make sure this property aligns with what you want to spend for your all-in budget. The book harps on being able to afford your flip. It talks about it in every chapter, and I believe it's like 26 chapters. In every chapter, it brings it up. So it tells you how important it is to make sure that you can afford your property. Once you've done the work with the title company, this house matches your estimated budget. It is time to now negotiate with the seller. You are trying to get this house at your budget. This is the most important step. You have to haggle with the seller to make sure you get the price that you can afford so you can make a profit on this house. This book talks about that in such detail. They're like, don't play around when it comes to what you want. And it also teaches you to walk away if you cannot get the home at the price you want. It says many times you are going to be able to find another home that fits. Do not be afraid to walk away. One thing I can say when it comes to haggling, because I have a real estate background, I know how to negotiate. I actually love negotiating. I think that that's the best part for me when it comes to real estate because I'm a natural at negotiating, so that's not a problem for me. But if you've never negotiated at all, you have no knowledge on how to haggle for a price that you want, put negotiate in the chat, because all that other stuff you can do by yourself. But when it comes to getting the price that you want, that is going to make or break your deal. I'm going to stop it right here. I don't want to overwhelm you because this is going to be a series. I want to break this down in adjustable parts that you can comprehend. So we are going to do a summary so that you know what we covered today. The first thing you are going to do is pick your niche market. The second thing you are going to do is find a fertile neighborhood. The third thing you are going to do is pick a distressed property. The fourth thing you are going to do is make sure that this home aligns with your budget. The fifth thing you are going to do is work with the title company to make sure that is the house has a clear title so that you can purchase it. And number six, you are going to learn how to negotiate. If you don't know how to negotiate, you are going to put negotiate in the chat so that I can make another video to be able to help you along your journey as we do this together. Thank you for watching my video. I will see you guys next week. Have a good one.